Hi, my name is Susan Resch.
Hi, my name is Barbara Hart.
Mi nombre es Margarita Martínez.
I was honored when I was selected to represent Hungry Free.
¿Cuándo usted comenzó conmigo? ¿Recuerda? Hungry Free NYC, ¿cuándo comenzó? ¿Qué tiempo?
No recuerdo el año, pero son como 8 años.
Ajá.
Bueno, como entonces sería en el 2000.
At one of the meal sites in one of the food pantries, I met Philomena, and she said, would you like to be part of the Food Action Board? And I said, sure.
I was doing service at a pantry in Port Richmond, and I met her there, and she began to talk to me about what she does, and she asked me to participate, and I said, okay.
And I happened to be at a place, and Philomena came by, and she was telling, she had a meeting there, and me and a few other people followed her at Hunger Free. We came there. Her meetings were so interesting. You know, we learned so much. That's how I got to meet her. Not only that, we are phone buddies, meaning if I need things or whatever, I can constantly call her, and she can advise me where to go or what to do.
I met Philomena. I was working at a West Side campaign against hunger as a volunteer. And someone told me, this Philomena over there, they're giving out Metro cards, right? So I said, get out of here. So first thinking about, well, I get a free Metro card. But I sat there and I listened to her, and I seen her coming through once or twice a week. And I said, wow, this really coming in. So then I sat there and listened to her, and then I got involved with her. I said, yeah, I want to see what's going on.
I came on board. I'm glad I'm on board. I've been here for a couple of years now.
And so she invited me to a meeting. There she put me to work right away. She's like, okay, I want you to do a 5-minute speech. I was able to, Johnny on the spot, do a 5-minute speech. And she goes, I want you to come to Washington with me.
And she asked me to come to one of the places upstate, like to Capitol Hill, and sit in the different meetings and talk about insecurity with the families and breakfast in the classroom, fight for $15 an hour.
Oh, I'm thankful I have a good pair of feet because I walk. And that is the truth. I love the rallies, just getting it out there.
And I was so excited to be able to meet the representatives and our senators to advocate. And then not only that, but there was a conference, and there was advocates from all over the United States that are champions for helping people have enough food.
People are hungry. They're insecure because they don't know if they get up tomorrow morning they're going to have something to eat. All this all fits in together. They're hungry. They need programs.
So I went up there and I got in their Columbia University course, the food course, teach you about the basic things about what's nutritional and what's not.
We had nutrition classes. I mean, it was just really wonderful. And in the summertime, we had farmer markets.
I'm so happy that I get to attend all these workshops. I have a grandson who's a diabetic, lives with me, and through the workshops that was given by Hungry Free CSA, I can help him to eat healthy.
Eating is very important for people to survive and to think. You can't think if you're hungry. You can't do anything.
Sí, de ahí empecé a buscar, gracias a Dios me informaron de los food pantry, y de ahí fue que empecé a asistir para ayudarme, porque en realidad a mí me ha ayudado mucho el food pantry, porque de ahí traigo que la leche, huevo, vegetales, todo lo que me dan ahí a mí me sirve, porque yo no falto a las citas que me van dando, o cuando yo tengo que ir, yo no, siempre estoy ahí.
Cada semana.
What I want to tell people about food insecurity is that you don't have to, you have to tell somebody so you can get the help that you need, and it's help out there even though some people might not want to help you. It's important that you speak up, you know. If I see somebody that needs food, I let them know about the pantry. I give them a list where they can go and get food
bueno, yo que si me llego a enterar de alguien que pasa necesidad, que en realidad también son lo que pasa, yo siempre los oriento que pueden ir a los food pantry para ayudarse, porque si yo paso esa situación, pienso que también ellos, y yo me ayudo con food pantry, también ellos se pueden ayudar.
I love working with Philomena because she reminds me of Mother Teresa. That's who she reminds me of, you know. And she's always out there. I told her she needs to run for office because I believe that with the people she helped and the people who know her, she really gets into this work. You know, I remember we was up in the Bronx giving out food, and her whole thing was making sure everybody got enough. Her whole thing is make sure everybody has enough to eat.
Thank you so much, Philomena and Joel, for the hard work you're doing, and for the office staff here. And they really helped me to have the courage to speak to the representatives and the senators. And I thank you so much for the opportunity.
I will continue, as long as there's a program, I want to continue advocating for hunger.
A mí me ha ayudado mucho Hunger Free America, que ahí me ha orientado en muchas, no tanto de la comida, pero en muchas cosas que me han servido en mi vida.
Hunger Free, I've really enjoyed being with them, and like, in other words, you can also get information as to where to go and what to do, you know. There's people willing to lead you, let's say, to these places. I just hope that these people will come forward and they will not have too much pride to take what's out there for them. And there's a lot of food out there too. There is a lot of food.
¿Cuál sería su esperanza?
Bueno, mi esperanza es que nunca quiten
El food
el food pantry, porque
Exacto.
esa es la ayuda que más nos podemos agarrar y que nunca lo quiten, que esos
En todo el
cualquier
estado de Nueva
familia.
York, que nunca,
Ay,
que
sí.
es en todo. ¿Me puede mencionar alguno en el Bronx?
Bueno, para mí es el Bronx, porque yo soy del Bronx, pero no tiene uno que ser egoísta, eso que exista en todo Nueva York, porque hay mucha necesidad.
Muchas gracias, muchas gracias.